So in this video, we are going to see how to use this non-linear deformers. So if you go to the deformer and here you can see there is an option like non-linear. So we have this deformers. So I will show each and everything. So first, let us see about the bend. So let us create an cube. And now what the thing is, in order to use these deformers, first we need to increase the number of subdivisions. So without increasing the number of subdivisions, we cannot use these deformers. So select this and just in the inputs, you can increase number of subdivisions. So now what the thing is, first we'll say about the bend deformer. So in order to apply this, we need to go to the deform and there is an option called non-linear and here there is an option like bend. So you need to click on this bend. And after that, see here in the object inputs, you can see there is an option like bend. So here we can use this curvature to use this bend option. So we can able to use this bend on this cube here. So if you like give the value to like 180, you can give this thing. And like what the thing is, suppose if you want to increase like number of subdivisions, we can increase the number of subdivisions so that according to that, it will create the smoothness over here. So like if you go to this bend and we can use this. And suppose in case if you don't want to apply in the lower bound, you can use this lower bound, upper bound so that we can only able to bend in the top part. Or if you want to bend only in the lower part, you can use this higher bound and you can use this lower bound. Just we can use this thing here. And see like what the thing is like here, whenever we apply this bend, you can see this curve has been created. We can select this curve and also we can able to move this curve. According to that, it will change the shape of the object here. And if you delete that curve, it will remove the deformer on that object. So like if you select this, you can use this curvature to apply this bend. So now what the thing is, in case if you want to apply these changes, because see, whenever we apply this bend deformer or any other deformer, so whenever we move this object, see, it is going to change the shape here. What the thing is, we need to select both of them, then only we can able to move the object here. So if you're not selecting this curve and if you're selecting only the object and it is going to change. And suppose in case if you don't want to do that, what we can do is, suppose if you are okay with this thing and if you want to finalize this, we need to delete the history of this object so that it will remove the deformer, but still the shape will be same. Means like say for example, if I select this curve, so if I select this and if I select this curve here, so if I delete, now say it is going to delete the shape also. But if you don't want to change the shape, but still I want to delete the curve, then what we have to do is we need to select this object and we need to go to edit and there is an option called like delete all type by history. So we need to select this. So what the thing is, it will remove all the history and also it will remove the curve, but it will not change the shape of the object here. So in this way, we can like remove the history so that we can finalize the shape of the object here. So bend deformer can be worked on any other object. So for example, if you take the sphere and suppose if you go to deformer and like non-linear bend, so every object will get a different shape when you use this bend deformer. So you can explore yourself by creating all the objects and just you apply the bend deformer. So next one is like flare. So let's say suppose if I create this cube and same like if I increase the number of subdivisions, and now if I select this, if I go to the deform, non-linear and flare. So flare, what we can do is here we are getting these options like X and Z. So if you use this X, so it is going to increase the width over the X axis here and the Z here. So what the thing is, here you can see there is an option like curve. If you use this curve, we can able to create this kind of shape here. So if you want to increase, like we can increase this X and Z. So we can create this kind of shapes over here and we can use the curve. So according to our requirement, we can make it more thin or fat. And here also we have an option like lower bound. So if you don't want to apply it to the lower part, we can use this and we can use this option here. So this is a use of flare. So make sure you check it on all the other objects too. So the next option is sine. So if you want to create any wave kind of shape here. So for example, if I take the cube here and if I increase the number of subdivisions, And now what the thing is, suppose if I select this deform and if I go to this non-linear shape and sign, so starting you will not get any shape. So here we can use this amplitude and wavelength to change the shape of the object. So for example, if I use this wavelength, so first we need to increase the amplitude. So now you see we got the random shape, and we can use this wavelength. Means you can use this wavelength to increase and decrease the number of waves. So, and we'll see this in like smooth mode. So press 3 so that you can able to see in the smooth mode here. So the sign is used to like change the object into wave kind of shape here. So like amplitude, and we can use the wavelength here. And also we can use this lower bound, upper bound, so that we can able to change only in the top part here. So in this way we can use this. So these shapes will be different with other objects. So for example, if I take this torus, and let's say if I increase more number of subdivisions, so if I select this deform like non-linear shape and sign, so like see, we got this thing. But the thing is, see, we can even rotate this curve. So according to the rotation, we can able to create the different shape. For example, if I rotate in this direction, and now if I select this sign and if I use this, we will get a different shape over here. See, in this way. So it depends on the directions of this curve, it will change the shape of the object here. So next one we will see about this squash. So like for example, if I use this sphere, so if I go to the deformers and non-linear shape, and if I click on the squash, so here the squash is used to create the bouncing kind of thing. Means like suppose if I want to make a stretch of this ball like sphere, so we can use this factor. So we can create this kind of bouncing ball kind of animation. So it will be useful when we want to create the animation like ball animation. So it will be useful for us. So I can use this expand. So if you use this factor, and just like lower bound, upper bound. So just we can create this kind of shapes over here. And we can use this factor. Okay. So by using this squash, we can create different kind of shape over here. So just if you want, you can use this and just you can move up and down. We can apply these changes. See, and even we can able to scale also. Like if you scale, you will get the different option. Yeah. So this is a use of squash. And the next one is like if you go to this non-linear shape and there is a twist here. So twist is also very useful if you want to create any like a screw or any iron. So we will see how to use that twist. So I will take an cube and just I will increase the number of subdivisions. And now what the thing is, suppose if I go to this deformer and non-linear shape and twist here. So now there is an option like start angle. So we can use this start angle. Now it is going to twist this object here from the start and end angle. So we can able to create this iron rod kind of shape here. So the drilling machine, this kind of shapes we can able to create this. So like if you want to create any rope kind of thing, we can apply the twist tool. So I will show how to create the ropes. For example, if I go to the side view and if I take this cylinder, and let's say just I will scale it. What I will do is just I will create a copies like number of copies. So just let's I will create and duplicate and I will duplicate this thing here. So what I will do is first I will increase number of subdivisions also. Sorry. So just let me like increase the number of subdivisions in the height. So that's fine. So now we will duplicate. And now what the thing is just I will combine this object. So if you want to combine, we can go to this mesh and there is an option like combine. So just we can combine. Now what the thing is I will apply the twist to this object. So like I will go to the deformers, non-linear shape and like twist here. But the thing is, see, now here the twist is in the vertical direction. So when we use this start angle, it is not going to twist it properly. So what the thing is, we need to rotate this object, rotate this curve. So just I will rotate this by holding J. Now we will use this start angle. So see, now it is going to twist and it is creating some rope kind of effect here. See. So if you want to twist from the end, we can twist from the end. So now it has been created this rope kind of shape and we can press 3, you will get this smooth option. And also if you want to bend this thing, we can use the bend deformer. So for example, if I go to this deform and if I use this bend, so we can able to bend, see, but the thing is we need to change the direction. So just I will change the direction. Now we will use this bend. So see, now we can able to bend this thing. Yeah. So in this way, we can create this bend and this twist, and we can create this rope kind of models. And if you want to apply these changes, so we can select this, we can delete the history. So just it will remove all the deformers here. So this is a use of twist. So next, the final thing is like the wave option. So if you want to create any ripple kind of shape, so for example, if I take any like plane, and if I increase the number of subdivisions, let's say, and now if I go to this deformer and if I apply this wave, so here if I increase the number of like amplitude, so see now it is creating some kind of wave. So let's say we will give the value to 0.02 or something. So, and also we can increase the number of wavelengths. So we will get this like a ripple kind of shape over here. So if you are going to create any water or something, and if you want to create any animation, we can create the animation too. So see here, there is an option called like offset. So offset is nothing but it will just randomly change the positions of this wave so that we can give the animation. Means like, for example, see, if I use this option like set key selected, and just after some frames, if I give the value to like 10 or something, and again if I use this like key selected, so now see it is going to create some sort of animation here. So in this way we can create this water ripple kind of animation. So the shape will be different on the different objects. So once you try to explore with all the objects here. So that's it for this non-linear deformers. So it will be useful when we start the main modelings. So according to that, we will use these options. So that's it for this tutorial. See you in the next video.